Do you see? Some of you out there, man, you're being led astray by your emotions. Your emotions are your God. You hear me? Your emotions are your God. Like your emotions are your God. Like it's okay. They were mine too at one point. Like your emotions are like if your emotions like it's truth to you and you refuse to hear any type of like correction, or you look at somebody with like a critical heart, and so you can't truly hear. See, the Pharisees couldn't hear because they were looking at Jesus with a critical heart. Even though Jesus just healed a man on the Sabbath day and he healed the man, they looked at Jesus and said, "You broke the law. How dare you tell that man to pick up his mat?" And completely miss that he was not walking for 38 years and now he's alive. Now he's walking. We gotta serve on the Sabbath day. It is only Saturday. There is no other I am the Lord of the Sabbath, Jesus said. I am the Lord of the Sabbath. Guess when my Sabbath day is? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Every day. I enter into his rest every single day because he is the Lord of that said rest, the Sabbath day. He is my rest. He is my refuge. I worship him in spirit and in truth every day. I read his word. I worship his name. I commune with him. I do what I got to do, but I always have him in the center of it all every day. You keep listening to people who don't know him. People who won't teach you these hard truths. You know, people call me a false teacher because I don't believe in once saved, always saved. They hate me. Don't listen to him. How could you say you're the thief on the cross? And I have to say this. I have to. So I would be disobeying Father if I didn't tell you this. God gave me the revelation a couple days ago where I'm thinking, and he says, son, look at the thief on the cross. I said, yes, you are so amazing. You saved him, Lord, when he was dying, right? He said, yes, I saved him when he was dying. I was like, yes. He said, did the thief on the cross know who I was until that moment? Well, nothing points to he knew who you were until that moment. So at the point of death, at the end of his life, I had just came. I was on that cross and he realized that I am who I said I am. And he told the other one, the other thief, he repented openly and said, we deserve what we're getting, but he does it. Lord, remember me when you entered. He called me Lord. He repented to me and he believed that I am who I said I am. Now tell me, son, if you say you love me and you've got saved at the age of 20, and for 20, 30 years of your life, you live as though you didn't believe in me, but you say you believe in my name, but you bear no fruit of the Spirit in your life. Do I know you or do I not know you? Is that case, Christians here, give me a second. Is that case the same with somebody saying, you can tell me the man on the cross all you want, but the man on the cross knew him at that moment of death. You've known him for 20. You've known him for 10, for 5, for 3. You've known him. You've read his word. You are held responsible. And you mean to tell me that you're going to go to the king and tell him, I believe in you. Jesus said, even the demons believe in me and they tremble. See, there's grace, family. I'm not preaching grace because we fall short daily. He says a righteous man falls and gets up 7 times, right? But a believer picks up their cross and follows him and bears fruit of repentance. And it isn't your works that saves you, but it is your belief in the one that you say that saves you. It shows in your life. So God looks at your life and says, son, daughter. Look at that fruit. Look at that fruit. Look at that fruit because they've leaned on my teaching. They didn't lean on their own understanding. They kept communing with me, and my grace covers their sin. My grace covers their downfalls because they kept getting up and they kept pushing forward and they kept seeking me. They kept knocking, they kept seeking, they kept repenting, living a repentant lifestyle. But I'm called a false teacher because of this. Call me whatever you want. I will preach this word the way it is written. I will not coddle my flesh to make me feel better about my sin. No. Correct me, lead me, teach me, mold me. Lord, prune me. Do whatever you want. But I just want to make sure that I'm being led by you and not me. Come on, somebody. Thank you so much. He is so merciful. He is so filled with grace. He has long suffering for you and me.